Hi everyone, it's Asperger back again with another audio video. Okay, so now I'm talking about the volume of my writing. This is a problem I keep having. I have a habit of writing a lot on forums and to people in general. Why? Well, that's a rather big topic in itself. I notice that when my feelings are strong, more often than not, it shows in my writing, but I also notice that when my feelings aren't strong, I find writing difficult. What I've found that helps me write when my feelings are strong is when I'm listening to my Japanese music, but that doesn't help when my feelings aren't strong. When my feelings aren't strong, writing feels so much harder. There is a very big difference between writing when my feelings are strong than when they are not. The reason for that is because, like with others on the spectrum, that when you talk about their interests, they can talk non-stop, but when they're not, they find communicating very difficult. It's no different with me, it's only it doesn't just involve my interests, it involves my feelings as well. I have very strong feelings, and that's why I can talk or write non-stop about them. I suppose then the question comes, if you find writing so difficult, is that why you started audio videos on YouTube? Well, I suppose you'd be right in some senses. My writing has a habit of getting longer the more I am interested in what I'm writing about, or who I'm writing to. So I thought, what's the best way around this? And I came up with the idea of starting these audio videos. I first noticed it when I wrote to someone from my primary school, but it ended in failure, another long story. It didn't end in failure because of the volume of my writing, but her responses were always very small because she was using her mobile to write to me. Anyway, my emails always looked like mammoths in comparison to hers, and it always took her a long time to respond to me because she was busy. She was neurotypical herself, so you could imagine how different our lives were. I always got worried, so worried that I kept sending her messages to check if everything was alright and I didn't say anything bad or the length of my writing wasn't too much. She kept saying it was fine and that she was just busy. It took me many months to settle down about that, but it kept worrying me, and it still does whenever I try to write to someone new. It's never left me. In fact, with different people, it's like I've started worrying just as bad as when I first began with the last person I wrote to. It's like a cycle. I have different coping levels with different people. I worry like crazy at first, and then it starts getting better. But add a new person to the equation, and I'm back to worrying again. Anyway, I noticed since writing on forums for those on the spectrum, the volume of my writing was usually longer than others, but I couldn't shorten how much I wrote. I noticed only a few people were writing to me. Someone even noticed the way I was writing and commented on it, suggesting I start a journal and such. I never thought of that before, so I tried, and I still am now. But it didn't help me when I wanted to write to people. Whenever I write to people, I always feel I have a lot to explain, otherwise people won't understand me. If I don't, I feel like they won't be able to see where I'm coming from. The trouble is, I think even the length of my writing alone can put them off of writing to me. I write so much that sometimes I think it's not fit for socializing. I feel I need to write a lot because I felt so alienated at school. I lost the friends I thought I had through betrayal or a cruel twist of fate. So I put all the effort into the writing I write to people, as I'm trying my best to get my point of view across before everything may go wrong. I don't know what to do. I can't shorten my writing as I feel I need a lot to explain. But if I write a lot, not many people will write to me. What do? I really don't know anymore. Anyway, I wonder, does anyone else have trouble with writing a lot? And if they do, what have been their best strategies to get around the problem? If anyone has any thoughts on this, please could you write in the comments below. Anyway, I'll leave it at that for now, and thank you for listening.